you were asleep, we were tracking breaking news. It started last night at the Indian Lakes apartment complex in Virginia Beach.
A work truck caught on fire, and what was inside of it forced police to tell a lot of people to leave their homes. We were the first news team out there, and Liz Palka has been on the scene for hours now. Liz, is anybody in danger right now?
No, Cheryl and Don, everything is safe here. Residents that were evacuated from these buildings behind me, they are now back home. And that work truck that caught fire is still sitting out front. You can see in the back where it all started, where it's all burnt back there. Investigators are saying they now know what caused that fire too. They say it was embers from a charcoal grill. They were not thrown out correctly and sitting too close to work material that's potentially very hazardous. The work truck sits in the same place it did before the fire, the back of it practically melting down the side, the bed of the truck charred. Battalion Chief James Ramsey says that's where the fire started. It's where investigators found materials from a charcoal grill that were not thrown out properly, creating a chaotic scene for people living in the Indian Lakes apartment complex.
We drove past this truck, four doors down from where I lived, and this truck was on fire.
Then a knock at the door. It was a firefighter.
They told us that they believed something in the truck might have been radioactive or hazardous to the area.
Ramsey says crews responded as they normally would, putting the fire out fast.
The owner of the truck came out and advised them that he had a ground density device that did have low levels of radioactivity material inside a lead containment box.
A HazMat team was called. Ramsey says they tested the truck and the area around it to make sure nothing hazardous seeped out of that lead box. Turns out nothing had. In the meantime, though, 16 apartments were evacuated.
I believe if the fire department did not show up when they did and were called when they were, the truck would have exploded because it was getting awfully close to the fuel tank.
That resident was Jack Selly. He said he was feeling very paranoid, especially knowing how close he was to that burning truck with the hazardous materials in it. Neighbors we also spoke with overnight said they weren't surprised. They said they saw someone grilling near that truck earlier that day. So again, they're just very grateful that it wasn't worse than this. Now, Battalion Chief Ramsey told us that that lead box with all the hazardous materials in it, it has been removed. They took it away earlier today to open the scene back up. Cheryl, back to you.
Liz, thank you. Certainly an anxious evening for those residents. Just like Liz mentioned, materials inside the work truck forced that HazMat scare. Our overnight crew noticed this is a GET Solutions truck, so our newsroom did some research on the company. They have a lab in Virginia Beach and mainly do geological testing and construction material testing.